Hey, Sagittarius. All right, let's take a breath because I'm getting the vibe that everything just feels stuck right now, as if nothing's following the plan that you've carefully sketched out. And you're at this point where you're wondering, why even bother planning? You know, like the meme where everything's burning around them and they're just sitting in the corner, like laughing. That's like the vibe I'm picking up. And it's a little bit of just, should I just let myself go with the flow, mixed with this sort of shrug of like, why try even fight the universe if it just insists on doing its own thing? And honestly, I feel like that could be the healthiest move for right now. Expect the unexpected, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, that sort of energy. If you don't pin all your hopes on just one outcome, you won't fall as hard when it shifts. If you don't expect anything, you won't be disappointed. And I don't mean to sound pessimistic or gloomy. I'm just, sort of tuning into what you're already feeling. And this is practical and it's guarded optimism and it could be useful for you. And the core of it is that you've already been in this sort of fighter mode. You've been wearing this warrior type energy armor, so it's like as if it's you against the world. And that's exhausting because, but let me ask you, because how many times have you had those twinge of intuitions and ignored it? Where you find yourself end up saying, like, I knew it, I should have just listened to myself. Well, that pattern is showing up now, and you've got to break that. You've got to start trusting yourself from the beginning, and you've got to start listening to your intuition. And it looks like you've got two choices. You could keep butting your head against what won't change, or accept what is and use your energy to move what you actually can. So, what's coming through is a serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And that's not just a line, it's a very practical sort of prayer affirmation tool. And I would highly suggest making it your morning routine to incorporate that prayer, that affirmation. Say it loud and let it reset your mind for the day up ahead. Because right now I see that you're trying to change the things that you aren't meant to change, that some things are just meant to be, and that's just draining the fire out of you. And so I'm picturing this like you're trying to bend a metal rod with your bare hands. No matter how hard you push, it's not going to give. And you're only going to end up tired and possibly even hurting yourself. And that stubbornness, trying to hold on to something immovable, it's not going to do you any favors. So if you've dug your heels and you're kind of, you know, in this sort of struggle, it's doing you more harm than good. So you've got to let go of the idea that every problem needs your force to fix it. And it's not about you losing your courage or admitting defeat. This has nothing to do with your weakness or your strength. This is about being wise and choosing your battles. Some things simply have to be accepted for what they are. And the sooner that you allow that, the sooner you'll reclaim your momentum. Acceptance doesn't mean you bow down to whatever happens. It's not meaning that you have to conform to this. It just means you stop wasting your energy on the impossible and instead redirect it toward what you can actually change, to what you can actually control for yourself. And so, right now, I guess the message is just stop wrestling with this unbending metal. Stop trying to bend the stick that won't bend. Save your strength, channel your fire where it will move mountains, or at least create a trail that you can run down. Drop the stubbornness, drop the anger, and choose the path that preserves your spark. You've got the courage, you've got the skills, you've got the heart. You've just got to aim them smarter. And you're not going to be stuck here forever, Sagittarius. You're just simply at this point where acceptance will become your superpower. So, use the serenity prayer, take a breath, and then go get what's actually actionable and what could actually get done. And the sooner you do, the sooner that you'll be back to yourself, you'll be back in motion, and you'll feel brighter, you'll feel lighter, and just ready for the next adventure. Now, in the extended reading, we're going to dive deeper into this sort of mix of sort of pride and exhaustion. We're also going to talk about the some emotional matters that might get a little complicated, but there's also this sort of little spark that's coming in, and it looks sweet. It looks good. And we're also going to discuss this Pisces energy that's coming in, as well as the astrology part of it and how to navigate the planets in your day-to-day life. So if you're interested in that, the information is at the top of my page. But for now, if this reading resonated with you, please let me know by dropping your birthday month in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and follow for more Sagittarius horoscopes. I love you all so much.